Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Batman! Is that old? That's probably gotta be old by now. Hey, welcome back everybody to Usually Twisted Games. We're gonna talk about something that honestly was off my radar until a friend and I were at work today and we just started randomly talking about it. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever has happened with that that follow-up game sequel to Arkham Knight, you know, where Batman disappears and supposedly he's dead and so on and so forth. So I looked it up, and it turns out I must have been living under a rock because there's a lot to find out. So did some digging, found a bunch of stuff. It's got some mixed reactions. Some people think it's fine. Some people thinks it looks too clunky and weird, kind of depending on which character you're playing. And supposedly now there is a two-player co-op mode, which, unfortunately for everyone here, that normally means I would buy it. It's so rare and hard to find a game that you can play with a friend, with your significant other, your girlfriend, whatever it is you got going on, that I would almost buy it almost immediately. But here's the catch. I don't even have a console anymore. So PC. PC is the way to be, I guess. Anyways, so Gotham Knights supposedly now is bigger than Batman Arkham Knight, which would make sense. It's the next generation. Things should always get bigger, better, not just bigger and buggier and emptier, as some people, like the last game we just looked over, Cyberpunk 2077, looking at you. Don't worry, I was gentle with it. At least I thought I was gentle with it. Anyway, so supposedly Gotham Knights is going to be bigger. We're going to take a look at some of the videos as well afterwards. We take a look. So, according to our dude Chris J. Capel here from a few days ago, the Batman less, supposedly, we'll see. Gotham Knights released in October, okay, but there are still enough questions remaining about the superhero game to confound the Riddler, supposedly. I don't believe that. Most notably, how big is Gotham Knights compared to Batman Arkham Knight? According to the developers, it's the biggest version of Gotham ever made. And honestly, that's fine. If a game world doesn't need to be so ginormous that you can get lost in it and have nothing to do, because otherwise you just have a bunch of empty digital space. So if it's bigger than Arkham Knight, and Arkham Knight definitely kept you busy, definitely kept you surprised. I remember playing that game all the way through. Great game, by the way. Totally recommend it if you've never played it. If it's just slightly bigger than it, that's fine. If it's enormously bigger to it, to the point where it's ridiculous, not good. Let's see. A recent Gotham Knights gameplay reveal showed off more of Batman's home of Gotham City than ever before, clearly showing that the open world game boasts an expansive player. Okay. However, other than a few brief shots of the map, fans haven't had confirmation of how it compares to previous Batman games. Okay, so we know it's going to be bigger. All right, and word bigger could be like 1 digital square inch bigger than, yeah, it's bigger than last time. Honestly, I think the size of the map does not matter. It's the quality within that space. The amount of quality content within that space is what makes or breaks the difference, especially if you got a game like this that I don't believe it's multiplayer. I believe it's only co-op. Maybe you could do online co-op, but let's be honest. Unless your friends online co-op is a vicious world to live in, let me tell you. All right. Now, let's take a look at the gameplay. I'm on DC with their YouTube channel because all the others want to put 20 million annoying trailers in there, and I don't like it. Me too, cat. So, Nightwing here's got like this little hover glider thingy. Boom, he jumps in. He pounds that guy into oblivion. Boom. Okay, so it looks like they're doing that little... Oh, let's go back to that. It might be a little too blurry at this resolution. Take a look. Right here when he lands. Look at that. It looks... I'll be honest, it looks kind of goofy the way he's kind of just gliding around like that. Not the biggest fan. But the last Batman games kind of did that too, where sometimes he would just glide across the screen and start fighting people and whatnot. Okay. But then you've got... What's this guy's name again? Red Hood. Okay. Red Hood here is literally hopping around on some kind of space, lands, literally just murdered this guy. You're not surviving after that. I don't care what you say. And then the other players still there with Nightwing are... Oh, no. This is a single-player version, and you can just switch in between the two combatants. Now, that's kind of cool. I believe, yeah, they did that for a little bit with Batman and Catwoman during Arkham Knight. I don't remember if they did that in any other games before that, but I doubt it. But I do remember there's scene, especially when the Riddler, that you could switch between Batman and Catwoman. By the way, Batman, Catwoman, fantastic. Shipping that couple. Moving forward. So, okay, we got this concluded. Okay, Nightwing's got his little acrobatic style. I'm pretty sure I just saw Red Hood shooting guns. I'm not the hugest Batman fan ever, or at least not the biggest one. Like, and I can go deep to the lore about all the different characters. I'd be lying to you if I was. But I do like me some I do like me some Catwoman. Batgirl. Let's see here. So this one, thankfully, it's a little clearer. Excuse me. We got her on her motorcycle. Big fan of motorcycles, by the way. And she's flying towards what I'm assuming is Mr. Freeze's lair. And I have the sound off just so I don't have to hear. I don't get like, I don't know, friggin'. Oof. She's actually about to get blasted by some kind of lightning, or is that ice lightning? Ice blast? I'm assuming it's ice blast. Okay, so it has to be Mr. Freeze. Yeah, that was a frozen person. Yeah, I didn't want to get copyright strike too bad, but I probably will anyways. Oh well. And then here, in this one, you can see her with what looks like Robin. Assuming it's Robin. And then again, showcasing like the whole setup they have with having two players and having you be co-op with. Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, that's right. He can teleport. Watch. And about now. Boom, there he is. So the Robin in this game can teleport. Interesting enough. Which probably makes sense. Oh, then you have like a little fight between, looks like, Freeze's men and Gotham PD. So Robin can teleport to different locations, which kind of makes sense for a game like this, especially if you don't want your Robin to get like embarrassingly stuck on an obstacle or something, and then you look over and then he's like twitching against a rock or whatever. So that makes sense. All right, a lot of this, okay, looks like it's got numbers popping up. Yeah, I remember somebody saying there's like an RPG element to it where you can like slowly level up the characters. I haven't dug too deep in that myself, but it's fine as long as you just make it more interesting. And then I think somebody made a comment, it's like, as long as it's not like they feel like they're just beating the crap out of somebody like 20 million times because you haven't leveled up strength, you just leveled up your agility. Batgirl looking great, fantastic angle, I approve. Let's see here, she's moving up. Frame rate looks great. Graphics look great, at least on this horrible small screen I've got here right now in front of me. Not too shabby. Granted, this is old footage. This is footage from August. Oh, this is from 2 years ago. Okay. But still, it looks great. Okay. Yeah, no, she looks fantastic. Got the armored chest going on, little armored wrist straps, all that good stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm really hoping that they set up an effective two-player system where like you guys can work together, both first player, second player, or just a player in the AI, and they can do a lot of good combos and have like a lot of different like techniques and setups and whatnot to like work together, because that would be fantastic. When I was watching one of the, let's go back to Batgirl. When I was watching this earlier, supposedly you can set up the fights however you want. You can switch between them, like how you want to approach each area. Like you can go in loud and crazy or super stealthy, attack, and then switch back to Batgirl right here and kind of like work together. So I really hope that there's just an amazing amount of interactions that two players can do together at the same time sequentially to really start working together and like build up that partnership with you and your friend, or just you learning how to work with the AI, and maybe even the AI learns how to work with you best too. That would be pretty good. Also, what I do understand as well is that the Court of Owls are in this game, which is probably a smart move, because let's be honest, like you can only beat up Penguin and Two-Face so many times before that starts getting really old. Let's see here. Okay, so the release date, we already looked at that, October 25th, 2022. Let's see here. They said it was originally rumored to be in 2021. That's fine, whatever. Games these days, they need to make sure they get released polished up and perfect, not like just absolute trash. We don't got time for that stuff. Okay. Boom, boom. All right, Dark Knight is missing. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the plot. So this is kind of a long video. If you guys are still with me, fantastic. Hit that like and subscribe button because we've got a lot to offer the channel. Take a look at Digitally Choose Outlaws as well. That's the channel where I'm putting all my Berserk Dragonslayer challenge. It's the 100-man Dragonslayer challenge that I'm going to go push for to do a Guinness Book of World Records next year in April. Take a look at that. Great channel. A bunch of fun stuff on there. Nothing fun than seeing some guy destroy stuff with a giant metal sword. And you get to follow me on my journey on the way there. Okay, so let's take a look here. Lots going on. Okay, so Batman's presumed dead. You're going to be playing Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. Okay, good to go. Red Hood is also former Robin. Jason Todd, more fond of using guns. Oh, that's okay. Red Hood is a former Robin who's more fond of using guns. Okay. A more recent Robin. Okay, Tim Drake for focus on stealth. And obviously you had Batgirl, who seemed to be a little mixture of both. Not guns, but a mixture of like stealth and also like in-your-face action. And Nightwing just seems like he's going to announce his presence from a mile away with his super bright little glider. Like, here I come, guys. Get ready for me. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It even says right here, is the most like Batman himself with an array of martial arts skills. She probably learned a thing or two with her time on the bat pole. Oh, good times. All right, Nightwing's first Robin, Dick Grayson, 2 sticks, beats the crap out of each other, super acrobatic. Love it. Okay, pre-order. No, not pre-ordering. Never pre-order. Never pre-order. Don't do it. No. Okay. And you can see how combat flows. Okay, I think I've covered a little bit, just like diving into this game. So it looks like it's a combination of 4 players or 4 characters you can choose from. I'm sure you're limited to whatever mission that they've programmed that person or that character to play in. It's 2-player co-op. The fighting system looks very much the same. However, it now has RPG elements to it where like little numbers are popping up when you're beating people up. Graphics look good. World slightly bigger. And it would seem that there's a little bit of controversy in how people look or handle, but I don't know. To me, it looked just like another Arkham Knight game. So the question would be, how's the storyline? How is the portrayal of the storyline in the video game environment? When is Batman going to pop up out of nowhere and start kicking a lot of butt? How long are they going to drag that out? Is Batgirl here going to have her hair pulled or get caught onto something very, very unfortunately during a fight? Anyways, thanks for sticking around, everyone. This is I just kind of jumped into this. I haven't touched it in a long time. It's a super long video already. Let me know what you guys think. If you're interested in it, if you want to take a look at it, give it a shot. I would like to get into it, but I think Ginny and I are going to get tied down. So maybe by the time October comes around, if it's not an absolute disaster, I'll buy it. Anyways, see y'all next time. Later.